Hello all and welcome to another Gavin Entertainment video. It's Art here with my new favorite, mostly new favorite Halloween spooky type reads. An updated list from, you have to pardon my phone. That was a special update that didn't go through, that got through the Do Not Disturb. But it is a special list of scary books, spooky books, for the spooky time of the year. There may be some repeats from last year, but I'm going to stay away from most of the repeats from last year because we got new books to cover. The first book I want to cover is one that I read before. It was not on the last list. It's the book club book for this month. It is The House on The Haunting of Hill House by Shirley Jackson. It is the perfect amount of suspense and in-brain creepy, and it's one of my favorite all-time reads, and I'm glad the book club that I belong to picked it for this month because it allowed me to reread it, and it's awesome. So that's the first book in the list. Second book in the list is one of my all-time go-to favorites. I don't think I mentioned it this time either, and our last time either, and that is the works of H.P. Lovecraft. Amazing, amazing stuff. Great stuff. I love it. I need it, and it's altogether awesome. I love the Call of Cthulhu. I love Sherlock Holmes and Cthulhu. This is where I'm going to add another one too. This is the perfect time to read another case book of a Cthulhu case book of Sherlock Holmes by James Lovegrove. There are 3. I may read one this month as well. I think I have 2 more to go before I finish the trilogy, and I may get that done. I read the first one, Sherlock Holmes and the Cthulhu case book, but there's one with the yellow cover and one with the red cover that I haven't read yet. Also, I want to mention a couple of scary books that I've read in the last couple of years that didn't make the list. I wouldn't say, like, they're more psychologically scary, not like Ghost and Goblin scary, but Billy Summers was one of those books for me. Although it slowed down in the middle, the beginning and the ending were on point and were classic Stephen King. So that was very, very good. I also want to mention another Stephen King book. 2 more Stephen King books, actually. The Outsiders. It came out on my birthday 2 years ago. And it is one of my favorite, which my birthday is not in October. It's in May. But it's one of my favorite scary books. Once again, it's a psychologically scary book. I like the psychological scary books because your Ghosts and Goblins scary books, they just don't translate. I mean, yes, there's Dracula, there's Frankenstein, that kind of thing. All that was on last year's video. A book that I'm reading now that I'm going to mention that I love is Full Throttle by Joe Hill. It is, not only is it scary in the sense of psychologically scary, but it is actually dealing with supernatural and scary things that are on the page, like ghosts and possessed cars and things like that. It is just on point with how good it is. So let's see, we mentioned the Cthulhu case book, the Haunting of Hill House. We mentioned Lovecraft. We mentioned Billy Summers and The Outsiders. And we mentioned Full Throttle. Another one that I want to mention before I get too far away from it is If It Bleeds by Stephen King. Wow, what a book. I reviewed it on the channel because I read it last year. It is one of my favorite Just like I said, psychologically messes with your brain, kind of scary stuff. It's good stuff. But those are the main ones, of course. Then you got the works of Edgar Allan Poe that were on the last one, so you've got plenty to choose from between this year and last year. I tried to keep the two separate. I gave you 7 on this one. I think 8 on the last one, so you got 15 good scary books. There are some mystical cozies and witch cozies, but I don't read those, so you have to investigate those on your own, because I find those to be a little bit of malarkey on this end. But also, it depends on your mystery, because at times your Jeffrey Devers, like the Lincoln Rhyme series, can go scary. So can the Of Prey series by John Sanford, because it's that in your brain, suspenseful, edge of your seat scary. It's not the ooh spooky scary. It's that edge of your seat. Oh my God! I need to turn the page, see what happens. Kind of scary, kind of intense and scary. So those are also some good stuff. But that is my list for this year. That's some good recommendations for you guys to read. I will mention an honorable mention that I think was mentioned last year. That's why I didn't include it in this list. And that is another Stephen King book. It's one of my favorite Stephen King books. And it is Thinner. So there's a bonus one for you too. I think that's the only one that really crosses over. If I mentioned it last year, which I probably did, because I've loved that book for a long time. For like almost 20 years now, I've loved that book. Actually, over 20 years, because I read it in 2001. So yeah, over 20 years, I've loved that book. So that's the bonus. Leave in the comments down below what scary books you loved, to see if we can build a list. And I'll continue to read psychologically scary, spooky kind of books all throughout the year and all throughout the month and all that jazz. And we'll go from there. But leave that in the comments down below. And until next time, you know I make videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Saturday at 12:30 p.m. Central, 10:30 a.m. Pacific, 1:30 p.m. Eastern. Please like, comment, subscribe if you want to see more. Please ding the notification bell to be notified when I upload a video. And without further ado, happy spooky reading. I'll see you again soon. And peace.